And one of the things that we do and many people do, and it is quite a good parenting hack with vegetables, is hiding vegetables.
Yeah.
So boosting that veg content basically by making the veg invisible, essentially, or as small as possible, so that the bits and the visibility of vegetables aren't necessarily putting the meals off. I was just wondering if you could take us, appreciate there's pros and cons to this approach, and different schools of thought, what you see to be the positive of this, and whether there's any sort of cons as well, actually, for us all to be aware of.
I think that's something that lots and lots of people talk about, and I think I talk about it with my friends, and also get asked in clinic and things all the time about should you be hiding vegetables. I've decided that the answer definitely is yes, and that's an okay thing to do. I think that we've already said that the majority of children are not getting sufficient vegetables in their diet, or fruit, but especially vegetables. We know vegetables are of huge nutritional benefit for the fibre, the vitamins, the minerals, and that we've said. So basically, we want to safeguard the children's health, really, and nutrition. So we want to try to get those vegetables in as much as we can. Lots of children have sort of sensory issues around vegetables. Either they don't like the taste or the texture. This is especially true for a child that maybe is autistic or on the spectrum somewhere. We know that fussy eating and picky eating is a really big problem. But actually, whilst we're helping those children to broaden their diet and whilst we're educating them, we want to make sure that they are fed well and receiving all the vitamins and minerals they should do. So I think hiding vegetables is huge positives, because you're immediately going to up their nutritional intake in it. I think the downsides, or that the negatives, could be that parents and teachers and things might feel that we're tricking the children. But I think we can tell the children what they're eating whilst they're eating it and educate them. So when they said, "Oh yes, mummy, I like that pasta," or something, you can say, "Oh, actually, that had some beans in it, or that had some courgette in it, or something." And I think there's no reason why you can't be adding the whole vegetable or something as well as part of your menu or part of things at home. I think you can definitely have both things running side by side. There's been quite a lot of studies which talk about how long it can take to introduce children to something new, especially vegetables. And we know it can take 20 times, and even more so if that's a child who's had poor experiences with eating in the past. So actually, if we can get them hooked on eating the vegetable, by sneaking a little bit in here and there, then I think that's an okay thing to do. I think that you can also do it little bit by little bit. So something like mashed potato, for example, maybe they love that, and you could add in a little bit of parsnip one day, or add in a little bit of swede or something like that. And then if they do eat it, congratulate them on having had that little bit in it, and gradually building on that. But I don't think when we say hiding, we don't have to be tricking and deceiving the children. We can give them this great nutrition and talk to them about it as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, that's a really important point, because